Hi friends, I'm Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video, I'll try to talk about the Samsung Galaxy F62 device. Is it worth for the price to pay for this phone at the moment or not? So I'll try to cover all the topics like the processor, camera, display and other battery and everything in this complete video. So make sure to watch till end of the video to get to know more details about the Samsung Galaxy F62. So if you're thinking whether to buy this phone or should you wait for other phones, so this video will be helping you a lot in terms of deciding whether to buy or not. So make sure to check the links in description and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And let's get started friends. Let's get started with the first thing. The main key point of this phone to be selling is the processor. The processor, the Samsung, they did highlight this kind of Exynos chipset which has Exynos 9825. So most of the users, they are kind of really confused for which Snapdragon processor this will be equivalent of. So it comes close to Snapdragon 855 processor and 845 and the 855. So it stays I think close to 855 most of the time. And the another benchmark test for this Exynos processor, it will come close to 4,50,000 around. So overall in terms of the another benchmark test, it's kind of close to the Snapdragon 855. So for this kind of price, you are getting the kind of Snapdragon 855 processor with this kind of price of I think 24,000 as you can see, and you can get the extra discount as well on the first sale 2,500 if you have the ICICI Bank as you can see. So overall you can get this phone for about 21,500. So for this kind of price 21,500, it's a processor worth? I would say it's kind of worth to buy, because now we are getting the Snapdragon 855 plus about 23,000 or 24,000 on the Realme X3 phones if you have the offers. So keeping that in mind, so I would say definitely this phone is kind of worth investing on the money in this particular variant. If you have the ICICI Bank, you can definitely get this phone for 21,000. That's a one benefit which the phone has at the moment. So that is what I did notice in the processor thing. So in the processor, no issues friends, definitely it's a kind of good choice for the processor. But the thing is that Exynos processor, they will get kind of slow and lag after a couple of months and years of usage. So you need to even keep that in mind as well. So next thing, let's talk about the display. So display is another area where the Samsung phones are really good, but the display seems to be kind of same kind of display which is used in the Samsung Galaxy M51 device. So you may not be noticing the much difference in terms of the display panels and everything, because even this F62 is using the as you can see Super AMOLED Plus panel and 6.7 inches of screen size, exactly same screen size of the Samsung Galaxy M51 device. So overall in terms of the display, there is no higher refresh rate. So that is another thing you need to remember friends. In case if you want the higher refresh rate, this is not the phone for you. There are other phones which have the higher refresh rate. So that is another thing you need to remember. So next is the battery and the charging. The Samsung Galaxy F62 has a battery of the 7000 mAh of battery and 25 watt fast charging. So 7000 mAh of battery is very good. I would say I was using the Samsung Galaxy M51. I did get 2 days of battery life with this phone. So definitely even with the Samsung Galaxy F62, you will be definitely getting the battery life very good. So no doubt in the battery backup, but in the fast charging, you are getting only 25 watt. So right now in this kind of time and in this kind of moment, we do see with this kind of phones releasing with the 55 watts, 65 watts and 120 watts as well. And keeping that in mind, 25 watt seems to be really a slow speed. I would say definitely at least the Samsung could have included 45 watt fast charging, or maybe 33 watts something. At least the 33 would be fine, not the 25 watts. That's another really big disappointing friends even right now. So the disappointing things are not having higher refresh rate and not having the faster charging speeds. So definitely for the after 2 years we will be seeing the mid-range segment mobile phones releasing with 65 watts, even maybe 120 watts. By the time if you use this phone, you will feel really very slow in terms of the charging speeds. So you need to keep that in mind as well every time you will be using the phone for the next 1 or 2 years. So you need to think as a future plan before buying this phone. So next is the 4G and 5G connectivity. The phone has only the 4G connection at the moment. There is no 5G network. So this is another question which was asked by most of the users. So there is no 5G at the moment friends. That's another drawback here. So just in case if you want the 5G, there's a couple of phones which are available for less price than this phone. So that is another option you got. But overall, I would say the 5G will take maybe 1 year or 2 years of time to completely develop the infrastructure. So it doesn't make much sense, I would say, definitely. So do let me in the comments below, friends, what you think about that particular topic. And Gorilla Glass 3. Seriously, now we are seeing Gorilla Glass 5 in the normal mid-range segment mobile phones. But why Gorilla Glass 3? Still, I don't understand why the Samsung is using this kind of very cheap Gorilla Glass 3 productions. This is quite old Gorilla Glass production, I would say, definitely. So this is another area where the Samsung also lacks this kind of Gorilla Glass 5. That's a big drawback here. So in terms of the camera, we do have the 64 megapixel back camera and with the quad camera setup, as you can see, friends. And the front camera will record up to 32 megapixel, and the 4K recording is also available in the front camera. That is also another advantage we do have here. So in terms of the camera, there is nothing much special to talk in this particular phone. So these are the few things you need to consider, friends, before buying this Samsung Galaxy F62 device. So let's check the size and weight of these dimensions of this Samsung Galaxy F62 device. So let's see what is the exact weight of the phone is. So 218 grams, as you can see, friends, 218 grams. So Samsung Galaxy M51 used to be, I think, 214 grams. So 4 grams increased when you compare with the previous version. So that's it. These are my quick thoughts about this phone, whether to buy or not. So overall, there are few things you need to remember. No fast charging, no higher refresh rate, no 5G at the moment in this phone. So these are the few things to remember before buying this particular variant. So that's it, friends. Overall, do let me in the comments below what are your thoughts. For 21,500, is it worth or not? I would say definitely it's kind of worth if you're not into the gaming. So if you're into the gaming, it's not worth, obviously it's not worth at all. So that is what my opinion is. If you're a kind of person watching the Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime, so no doubt this phone is a beast, Samsung Galaxy F62. But if you are gaming, then this is not the option for you. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, friends, for more this kind of interesting videos on the Samsung Galaxy F62. So see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.